If you're feeling overwhelmed, short-tempered, stressed out, and you know my word, you cussing everybody out of sight, this video is just for you. Okay. April is the Stress Awareness Month. And you say, I might not be bothered with stress. I'm living life. It's April, it's no beginning. But your body might be. Your body might literally be telling you that, hey, it's shift time and you're trying to make me do something that I don't want to do. So, we're going to talk about a few ways to kind of cut the chaos through journaling. Like, it's just simple, but I want you to be aware that this might be you. I'm going to show you how to use a 15-minute method that is ancient. It's not new, but it allows you to use the pen and paper to kind of cut the noise in the background and reset your nervous system. So let's be clear. Journaling is not the end all be all, but it is a proven method that shows that you can write to actually slow down your nervous system, right? Actually take the pause that's needed to reset. And by doing that, you're actually cutting the mental chaos. Like what people will say, you can cut the room with a knife, the tension. It's allowing you to kind of separate it and pause in reality. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that one page at a time. According to the Family Medical and Community Health studies, it says that you have a 9% chance of reducing your anxiety. Like, can you live a little bit less without anxiety in your life? Even being personally diagnosed with PTSD, it allows you to have a 6% chance of reducing the symptoms of PTSD. If you've ever dealt with it, it is not a fun task to have. So journaling is just one of those tools that allows you to self-manage your anxiety and reduce the stress and allows you to kind of get that mental clarity that you're seeking, especially now. We're not even, like we said, it's April. It is the month of change. And this is one of those ways that you can intentionally change. And studies said that the JMIR mental health study said that participants who participated inside of this study, right? It was for 12 weeks. They literally journaled 3 times a week, 15 minutes a day or 15-minute sessions. They ended up resulting in less stress and decreased overwhelm. Like, when overwhelm hits, it is not fun. I've had moments where I'm driving and overwhelm is like my head is spinning and I don't recall how I got home. So being in that state, it allows you to reduce those episodes and those instances where things like that literally can happen to you. So we're going to break down the methodology of the 15 minutes. Now, this is kind of how I incorporate my own 15-minute method, but this one is kind of what you call it, a conglomerate of it, right? So the first step is a dump. What's stressing me out right now, like literally in the very moment? You want to kind of gather all of those thoughts because when you're in the process of gathering those thoughts, you can just write it out. There's no structured way, there's no right way or wrong way, but you're dumping. Set a timer for about 5 minutes and write what is stressing me out right now. So the second step is dissecting. What is allowing me to figure out what's mine and what ain't? Sometimes we have things that are on our plates that do not belong to us. The Eisenhower matrix is one of them, and I love to use that. But in this instance, it's just what is mine, what is not, what can be delegated, and what shouldn't be in my perimeter at all. So taking that dump list allows you to kind of work around looking at it in a clear point of view, like mirror kind of reflection, right? Number 3, deciding what I want to feel instead of anxiety or overwhelm. Literally taking the emotion that you desire and writing it out. And then you get the pleasure, the luxury of what they call it method acting it out. Because you're probably not literally feeling it in your body, but you can write it out. My favorite prompt oftentimes is, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm able to I jumped on a jet, right? So I'm writing it out as if it's present tense and it hasn't happened yet, but I'm enjoying the feeling of it happening. So when you do that, you decide, you get to say, I feel like this, but I want to feel like this. So you can write the process out for yourself and feel the way of the transformation that you intentionally want to happen. So the reason that I know that this method works is because I've done it myself. I started at the age of 19, right? I don't know if you know my backstory, but I ended up attempting suicide. So at the age of 19, I had this episode. I was in college, feeling very overwhelmed and anxiety. I have no clue what the actual issue was, but I felt like it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough living, that I needed to do more of it. So i.e., I attempted, right? So now, fast forward 20 plus years later, I have utilized journaling because my therapist told me to journal. And in that process, I've learned so many different methods. And one of them is taking my thoughts and writing them out with no restriction. I can actually write my future into play. What does it look like, feel like, smell like to write my actual future into play? So I've done it over the years. I've written some things that have come true and blew my mind. But I'm always incorporating God into my writings. Everybody doesn't do that. But for me personally, that's one of those foundational pieces that kind of get me out of the slump and into how I know it works. And then I've seen the results of some of my students where it absolutely is like, they're calling me or they're texting me and they're like, oh my gosh, Angie, this is what happened. So being able to kind of see that process is what keeps me in this field and learning more and more about it. So if you want to know more about what I do, or to even say, Angie, I think I might be ready to even start the process and I don't want to do it alone, click the link below. It'll take you through some stages just to find out if you are ready. Like sometimes you're just not ready and you need someone to kind of give you the steps. I'm your girl, and I will see you on the next video.